Yo, what it do? What it do? This is your number one crew. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. And this is your boy JD, aka Mr. Mike Drop.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. This your boy Jay, aka Mr. Rain. That's all I got for you.
Yo, this is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka Wednesday Night Trey.
Hey, Bo, you loud.
I am, man. I'm excited. We ain't done this in a minute.
Facts. So,
It's been that long.
since we ain't done it in a minute, I feel like we are due a toast, So, this is seltzer water, guys. Seltzer water. All right?
Yeah, I need a sponsor for this shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
So, to the OTR gang, boy, it's good to see y'all.
Give me a hell yeah. Don't spill no beer on my damn couch. I say.
Well, anyway, as y'all may see later on, once we get this job updated, we are 3 weeks absent, but we are back. Had to pay some real bills. I'm not talking about the bills on YouTube or anything like that. I'm talking about real life bills. I know for me, I've been having to pay bills. Well, so we are all together. We've been paying bills outside of this, but now we're about to pay some bills today. We're going to go over a rundown of topics. We're going to try to make it as fast as possible. We ain't going to hold y'all too long, but we got some shit to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and start our opening topic. And you already know, Trey is the man with the plan. Got it written down, send it over to us. But unfortunately, I looked at it, but I don't know what we're talking about. So Trey going to give it to us.
Actually, well, I'm gonna just do some stuff to just get it out the way, just some quick hits. I know I normally do at the end. Some
quick hits
now. So just want to say shout out to
quick hits.
Shout out to Mike Tenay and Don West, RIP, for getting inducted into the Impact TNA Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of TNA, they are returning to the name TNA.
It's about time.
They're going to go and their new show is going to start in January.
Yeah,
they get off of Access TV.
Because they were not making an impact.
Really?
I want to say, okay, NWA got a TV deal now.
Yeah.
And never mind, I ain't gonna say this is a family show.
Hey man, I think EC3 is the champ right now.
I don't think they got attitude, Jay.
Billy Corgan is trying to get CM Punk to go to NWA.
Oh my God,
that might be a good fit for
him. No matter where it's never mind. We ain't got time for that. All right.
Some AEW stuff right quick. Sting says he's finally. Sting says he's finally retiring for real this time.
About damn time. All
right.
What I wonder if it was that match where he landed on the steel steps where he was just like, "Oh no, I'm done."
Do y'all think? Just quick, yes or no? Do you think Jay White's going to be the one to beat MJF for the title?
No. It's a good storyline, but no.
No.
Okay. And just quick thoughts on Adam Copeland and the Radar Superstar.
Quick thoughts.
First match in AEW against Luchasaurus. Just real quick thoughts.
I mean, you really want my quick thought on it?
Yeah.
It looked like the match that he had against Sheamus before he left. It looks exactly the same.
So great. Well, good, really good.
Right. So with that, I expected nothing more
or less.
Oh, I expected less, but I expected nothing more.
I mean, there were times where he looked very gassed. And he gathered himself up pretty well.
And he wants to do a full-time schedule at AEW.
He doesn't need to do a full-time schedule.
Said he wants to.
He does not.
Yeah, but okay.
So based off of that match with Luchasaurus, he does not need to do a full-time. He does not need to have a full-time schedule.
I guess my thing is that he had his match, but it ended up being what we thought. People were going to interfere and everything like that. Kind of. It takes away from him. He gets the dub, but it kind of takes away from Adam. You get what I'm saying? Because you put in Brian Danielson. There we go. Man, you know how hard it is to
Not
have two fucking first names,
Not-
two first
yeah.
names as your name.
I get where
It's hard to
you're
trust
going,
somebody with two first names.
but not
It is.
necessarily because I don't think it really takes away from it because this match was one of those, even though it was his in-ring debut for AEW, at the same time we both know that this match against Luchasaurus was just to see how well he can perform, where he's at, if he still has it, and it's the setup for him versus Christian.
Right.
So that's going to be the real
Now,
match.
is it a setup for him versus Christian, or are they going to play on from his last title match, which included Bryan Danielson?
No, I think it has to be. I mean, because now that Bryan Danielson beat Christian,
Yeah.
I think that it has to be him versus Christian. It doesn't need to be a title on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. It just needs to be them two against each other, and then what happens is that eventually, somehow, some way, he pulls Christian back over to the light, and they form the tag team.
True. I mean, but you do know the last time him and Danielson was in the ring together, they got stacked, packed, and shipped on their way.
Yeah.
By Roman. So
Trey better not be ordering anything on my team.
Trey ain't gonna work.
I ain't going. No.
Oh.
All right, but that's enough of the quick hits.
You gotta be connected to the Wi-Fi.
Nah, he just got signed into his whatever account he has.
Okay.
So what you got next?
All right, so I'll try to get that working. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's start with some NXT. So I'll start with this one. Becky lost her title.
Mm-hmm.
Lost her NXT
That's the
championship.
only one to start and end with. No.
Jay, you also
I'm just
you long way. No, all right.
It ain't the same with all those stars on there, huh?
Oh, we're gonna talk about one of the stars.
I mean, all right. So I knew she was gonna lose.
Of course she was gonna lose. That title, that NXT Women's Championship, was just to get her the Grand Slam Championship. It was something for her to do because they didn't really have anything on for her for Raw or SmackDown.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And there was really nowhere to really fit her in right now. So it was just a matter of wasting time.
So the question was, how relevant did she make that championship holding it?
Not at all.
You don't think she?
They might as well just kept it on Tiffany.
No.
Y'all don't think she elevated any superstars to be more like
Tiffany.
competitive?
Tiffany.
No.
I think Tiffany can go to the main roster now.
I'm gonna still say no. As much as I hate saying it, no, because they tried it, they put it on her. They had a couple of these matches on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Tegan Knox was another one.
It didn't get over, in my opinion.
I mean, we got some people like who we haven't seen in a while, like Xylin.
Yeah.
You know who?
Lee.
Xylee, who been ghost and. They're popping up. Definitely was a Triple H Shawn Michaels idea. They try to give it some more mojo, but I don't know. I think it gave it a little bit more oomph. Hopefully, what's her name? Because I'm about to butcher her name, Valkyrie. Hopefully, she has a good title reign.
We'll see.
I feel like I don't know in NXT. I don't feel like they should have long title reigns.
I don't think anybody should really have a long title reign.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I feel like that's one of them promotions where 3 months, hot potato.
Well, because NXT is supposed to be that show where, you come in, you make your impact, you get your notoriety, and then you're supposed to move up to the main roster.
Facts.
But they don't use it in that capacity.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not since Oscar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, that whole.
Yeah.
Oh, Ric Flair is on AEW.
Oh my God,
this is strong.
Wow. He said I'm on one.
All right, so
He's announcing that he's about to have his retirement match.
Oh, Sting?
No, Ric Flair.
Oh. Oh, isn't this a throwback? You got Tony Schiavone, Ric Flair, and Sting all in a ring on Turner on Turner Sports.
I need Ric Flair to let the hair go though. Let it go.
Nah.
Let it go.
Even at that, he still won as bad as Shawn Michaels.
Boy, that joint is pushed.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, all right.
But anyway, yeah. So let's go back to you brought up stars. I'm done. I'm officially done with them parading Jade around.
It's been 2 weeks.
No, but I get that. I understand her going to like certain superstars and getting in their face and being like, "Oh, this is a future match." I get that, but I don't know. It just kind of threw me when they pretty much had her as a special guest for Halloween Havoc. And the only reason I say that is because WWE known to fuck some shit up like this.
Well, no, but
they known to do it.
Okay,
I'm gonna let y'all finish before I say anything.
So WWE,
because I'm about to give y'all one.
WWE loves to play on the hype.
Mm-hmm.
AEW just pulls it in.
Say it loud.
Right?
Say it loud,
Like,
right.
so AEW, if they got somebody new, they're not gonna play on this whole, oh, I'm gonna do a promo this week, promo that week, promo this week.
Unless you're seeing Punk.
Not too
they
much.
did it with CM Punk.
Well, that was big hype. You get what I'm saying? For them, for their promotion, that was big hype.
Jade is big hype for the women's
They
division.
doing a job like that with Adam Copeland. Cutting promos with Jericho.
So,
and,
No. I'm talking about the hype promo. Like when they get ready to debut, right? And they play on this hype
he was
stuff.
a special guest.
They play on this hype stuff. WWE is real big. Look how much we were getting. I thought all the way back to the Undertaker when he was changing his.
You talking about the American Badass?
Yeah, when they had the girls singing, they did that shit for almost a month with the 3 little girls.
But you didn't see the.
You didn't see him.
It was just the little
So
thing that kept popping up on the Titan. But I got one better for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all finish. I got one better for you.
I do give y'all that because AEW, they're real big on the surprise, so they never let you know they're coming, and then unless it's somebody that they're building, unless it's somebody from them, But if it's somebody from the outside, they don't do that.
Yeah, they just shoot the gun real quick.
Yeah,
heavy shooter.
Yeah,
WWE, it's like, I'm gonna juice this, I'm gonna milk it. You see her, the anticipation is who is she gonna fight? That's what this is all about. Who is she gonna fight? Is it gonna be Becky? Is it gonna be Charlotte? Is it gonna be Asuka? Is it gonna be Bianca? Is it gonna be Rhea? Who is it going to be?
Right now, she's tag teaming with Bianca.
That's what I say.
But
everybody wants her to face Bianca. I see her tagging with her.
But okay, all right. So
is this a rant?
No, this isn't a rant. This isn't a rant.
Oh, man.
This is what I'm gonna say. All right, when it comes down to what they're doing with Jade. Okay, I kind of like it, and the only reason why I say that is because you got to look at the buildup for her signing, right? They have just with her signing, they have turned her into the hottest, most trendiest women's star that WWE has signed to this day.
Yes.
With just the signing.
Yep.
Okay. All the hype that they did around the signing. Right. So now we already said Jade isn't going to NXT. I'm gonna still be surprised if Jade ends up in NXT. Right. Like, I don't think that's where she's gonna be. I don't think that she's gonna leave AEW where she was trapped in that TBS box to go to NXT. To me, that's a downgrade. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about that. All right, but as of her keep popping up on shows and they're like introducing her to all the female stars and stuff, that ain't nowhere near as bad as fucking Chris Jericho's ass when he came back for 4 weeks, comes out and says nothing, and just stands there waiting for the crowd to hype his ass up, and then drops the microphone and leaves. That is the worst debut, comeback, or whatever it is in WWE history. 4 weeks. I'll take 4 weeks of CM Punk and his lame ass promos that he cut. The first one was good. After that, it started to get rhetorical. I guess this is a fucking rant. This is a goddamn rant. Yeah. Because I still remember to this day 3-4 weeks of Chris Jericho's ass coming out and just standing in the ring. And by the 3rd week, the crowd stopped cheering.
Yeah.
and he finally had to say some shit on the microphone because they were over it.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't think anything will be as bad as that.
Right.
I now what I will say is that I think that they need to hurry up and they need to make a decision on what they're going to do with her. I think it's going to come at Survivor Series. That's when we're actually going to get the debut. I don't think it's going to be the in-ring debut, like her wrestling anybody, but it's going to be her finally getting physical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether she comes out, I think she's going to come out to help Bianca in some type of way.
So, and if you look at it, right, so this is the biggest thing. It wasn't a secret that she signed with WWE.
Exactly.
That's why they can't really keep it like in a back burner anymore, right? It was the big one of the. First of all, this probably is WWE's biggest signing because this is one of the first stars publicly to come from AEW to WWE.
No,
Brian Pillman Jr. had a mean ass promo.
Cody Rhodes,
except for Cody Rhodes.
Okay,
Cody Rhodes and then Jade, right? Because I mean, I understand Brian Pillman Jr., but it wasn't like
it's not on
come
the
on.
same level.
They signed a female superstar at that, right? So when she first signed, it was like, oh, she's gonna go to Raw. But then we get Nia Jax, and now we're starting to see like the women's division. Oh, we got some heavy hitters over here. She might need. She might need to go to SmackDown. SmackDown's pretty much doing their.
I think she's going to SmackDown.
Yeah, because
the SmackDown universe revolves around Damage Control right now.
Yeah, it's a revolving circle. We see the same matches all the time.
She has to go to SmackDown because right now, with the way things are shaping up with Charlotte, and then it's shaping up with Bianca, who finally made her return
and helped Charlotte.
That was only because of Asuka and Damage Control, though.
Yeah. Think about it.
EO and Damage Control.
I mean, we could get Charlotte, Bianca, Jade Survivor Series
versus
Asuka and Damage Control, and maybe they add one more person there.
Yeah,
could be that.
Oh, it could be what's her name with the tank?
Shotzi.
Because Shotzi had beef with
as long as she takes some spikes out
with Bayley.
Yeah. Bayley's the one that cut her hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be.
So all you need is 4. Technically.
That's true.
You don't need to have 5.
WWE 2K23, you can do a 3-on-3.
Yeah. So I mean
3-on-3 in War Games is crazy.
Did you just plug in WWE 2K?
Because it's based off reality.
He really did plug.
He did really.
What's next?
Oh, one more NXT thing before we go. So Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were on, and what's my girl from Toxic Attraction? JC and Thea from Chase U. They challenged Chelsea and Piper. So it's a good chance that the women's titles could technically be going to NXT, but of course they can go to all the shows.
It's so stupid that they unified those. Like
it's not stupid because they don't have enough. I don't think they have enough tags to go to NXT anymore.
They really don't.
I guess so.
They really don't
because they moved half of them up.
Yeah, but they have enough.
They're just not using them.
They have enough women in WWE to create a solid tag team division.
I mean, you see, they threw JC and Thea together.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get.
Damn, Mandy ruined that. That's what caused them to make damage.
Speaking of Mandy, y'all been seeing Lacey Evans?
Yeah. That's what caused Damage Control. Because that's supposed to be Toxic Attraction on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Brother Zay is getting a little zesty with some of his dance moves.
Next.
Speaking of your boy Sonny Kiss, he's on Impact or TNA.
Speaking of that, did y'all see the well, it just called up because you said something about zesty, and I don't know why this shit popped in my head.
Oh Lord!
But you saw that there's a chance that Velveteen Dream could be resigning back to WWE.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
I wouldn't mind that.
Mm-mm.
Just want to throw out that quick hit. That's all.
Okay, so moving on to some WWE stuff. Let me just go ahead and get this out the way. Is Logan Paul going to get his first title in WWE?
Yes.
Is he finally going to get it?
Yes.
I think so. It's a mid-card title.
Oh no.
What?
No.
What?
No. I'm stopping
They
right
won the
there.
Trio Championship.
They've been one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been
Oh
one.
shit, I fell off.
That's
Elite.
ROH, right?
Yeah, those are ROH titles.
Yeah, that's the 6-man.
Oh,
tag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Trios is still the acclaimed and
That's what I thought.
Daddy Hands.
All right. Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna stop y'all right there because I recently, on purpose, listened to a previous podcast where we had a debate and y'all said the first title that Logan Paul wins will be a WWE or World Heavyweight Championship.
I said that.
Yes, y'all both did.
I know. I said it.
I said mid card.
Okay, the only reason why I might have said that at the time was because if you looked at his first couple of matches and who he was challenging people that would put him, especially when he went up against Roman. You know what I'm saying? Like they automatically threw him in that main card.
Yeah,
division.
I feel better if he had won Money in the Bank. I believe I would have been right. But now I agree that you was right. He gonna win a mid card title, but I think he's finally going to get a title. I knew his first title wasn't going to be a tag title.
No, I said that it was.
Jay said a tag title.
No, I didn't.
No,
Somebody said a tag title.
Say
Oh,
tag title.
you were asking if I thought he was going to win a tag title? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok.
That was when
Look at it.
he was teaming with the Miz, right? When he first
I said I don't want to see him win a tag title especially with the Miz. But I knew I okay. If I did say that he's gonna win the WWE Championship, like I said, it's because
or at least world title.
or world title.
Yeah,
maybe. I think I said that because we were talking about Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because we talked about potentially
Mm-hmm.
who would be the better person to cash in on and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking like outside of Logan Paul winning, I figured whoever wins the Money in the Bank, remember I said they're gonna cash it in for a mid card title.
Yeah.
Still might be right. Still got that damn
Hey,
briefcase.
especially after Monday, when Rhea tried to convince Seth to come to
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
I'm about tired of them trying to recruit everybody.
So she threw in that she could persuade Damian Priest to win a different title, preferably Roman, but she said Roman like maybe a sentence later, which means like he could win like the Intercontinental title
Or NXT Championship.
something like that.
Because I said that he probably cashed it in for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, because he didn't win it. Did he? No.
Nope. So,
Yeah.
mark my words. If it happens, I said it. But
yeah, I think Logan's he's coming out.
I think Logan's coming out with the W. And I hate saying this, but the only reason why I think that he's coming out with the W is because it's Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio's main job is putting over people right now.
It is.
Right? So
we all because we had all thought that Escobar's gonna be the one to take it off of him.
We did, but they played too far onto that to where it got played out.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know
had
what
a
happened
great-
with that because
They had a great opportunity.
They had a great match, and I feel like if Escobar would have came out on top at the last pay-per-view when they faced each other, was it at the pay-per-view or was it on the SmackDown? When they faced
SmackDown.
It was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But I think if he would have came out on top, I think that he would have been a strong champion. I don't think he would have held the title for long.
Well,
But
I think this whole because remember they were trying to figure out what to do with Carlito, right? And so it only made sense to add Carlito to LWO.
He's LWO now, right?
Right, but that's because of Ray making a phone call to him as backup. If Escobar would have won, they would have kicked Ray out of LWO.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I do.
Because they would have turned heel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he still be looking at Ray kind of like with despise, like, you're making all these decisions, but you're not running it by us. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like that envy. Like, I look up to you, but I envy you.
I think what's going to happen is that Logan Paul, with him winning the United States Championship, I'm not going to say it's going to elevate the championship,
Yeah.
but we're going to see it in a different way.
Yeah.
Because now this championship is going to be all over YouTube, right? I mean, look at how many viewers Logan Paul has. Over 10 million viewers or subscribers on YouTube.
And he's back full time.
Yeah, so we're going to see.
And he just had that boxing match.
He just had that boxing match, right? So This championship is literally going to be everywhere.
And he called out Rey Mysterio after his win.
Yep. It's going to be on the podcast, on the show,
And then
all that stuff.
SmackDown and Raw.
All that is just free advertisement for WWE.
It is.
Well, it's not free because technically they're paying them, but it still technically is free advertisement.
It's getting to people. It's getting to people that probably wouldn't have watched it before.
Exactly.
Yep.
A lot of people that watch Logan Paul's podcast probably don't watch him on WWE. Some of them do because they're probably fans of his, but they may miss it.
But once he pops up on that podcast with that championship, especially talking about Ray and all the other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's what's like. He's gonna be like the YouTube version of Pat McAfee.
The only person
I can't wait for him to interview Dom. And Dom have his North American, and he have his USA, and he beat his dad for it.
That's what I'm saying. Just think about all the possibilities that's going to come from this, right? The only person that we've had that even remotely came close to what Logan Paul can do was
Bad Bunny. When he
no,
had
not Bad Bunny.
24/7 on Saturday Night Live.
Zack Ryder when he had the TV championship and he was all over YouTube.
The internet championship.
Yeah, the internet champion. That is the closest that we've had. Nobody else, And Logan Paul, I think, is going to do 3 times better than what he did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. But he's definitely coming out with a dub.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. So I'll save this for last. But okay, how about this? What impact do you think KO getting traded to SmackDown is going to have on Survivor Series?
Nothing.
On Survivor Series?
Oh, the fact that he might get put into a situation where he has to fight Sammy.
Team SmackDown?
I mean, that's the only impact that it's going to have.
You don't think that he's going to feel a certain way that he forgave Jay, but literally Jay is the reason why. Jay and Cody are the reason why he's on SmackDown. Really, Cody, because he's the one that made the deal. He just didn't know who was getting traded.
Oh, but we all know that KO, at the end of the day, he's about himself, right?
I'm about to say, KO's one light switch away from going heel.
He is.
At any moment.
And I think him getting traded to SmackDown is what flicked the light.
Yeah.
It could be. We'll see.
So,
the only reason I say no is because it's the first thing he did was he came in and he fucking stunned
Dom.
Yeah, Dom as soon as he came in.
But okay, so let's put this.
But
let's put this into perspective, right? Who is he gonna have to look? Who he'll have to partner with?
Bloodline.
Exactly. Jimmy, Solo, KO. Who else?
If they do 5, then they can do Grayson Waller and Theory.
But I'm trying to understand the plot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Plot twist. The plot twist.
He could
turn on them.
On
Bloodline. The bloodline.
Yes.
Because you got to think about it this way, okay, right? KO, in my opinion, he's like, I got a bigger grudge with the bloodline than I do with Jay because he made up with Jay.
Yeah.
He forgave Jay.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't give Jay the handshake and the hug, then I would be like, okay, I can see it coming, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is just like Randy Orton.
No, I know.
That handshake and hug don't mean nothing.
No, I know. I get what you're saying, but you got to think about this, okay? We already know that the way that this is shaping up Survivor Series is going to be Raw versus SmackDown, okay? I'm trying to figure out where the Judgment Day is going to come in.
You already know
to this.
You already know.
Are they going to be on Raw or are they going to be on SmackDown?
They're going to. Ooh.
Exactly. Now you got to think about that for a second.
Who was Nate Aldis talking to on Raw? He was having a conversation with somebody before Adam Pearce walked up. Was it somebody from Judgment Day? Was it Rhea?
I think it was Rhea. I can't remember because I think it was Rhea.
Remember, he was talking to somebody and then Adam Pearce walked up and they kindly asked him to leave.
Yeah. I think it was. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to think Judgment Day is on they're popping up on every show. So Judgment Day right now is the wild card because the bloodline only consists of Jimmy and Solo.
Yeah,
that's only 2. Roman's not going to be participating
because he got his own match, which we'll talk about later.
That's what I'm saying. So we only got 2.
Yeah.
We only got 2 people for the Judgment Day.
Right.
So you put the Judgment Day, and then you put.
I say Waller. I say Waller in Theory.
I don't think it's going to be Waller in Theory.
If you don't put the Judgment Day in there.
I think it's going to be I think this is how I think it's going to be. I think that it's going to be the Judgment Day. I think it's going to be the Bloodline versus you're going to have
Priest and you think it's going to be Priest, Dom, and Finn, or just Priest?
It's going to be all 3 because that makes 5.
Okay.
So I mean, it could be 5 or 6, right?
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be War Games too, is it not?
So it's Max is 5.
So 5.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be them. And then for Raw, we already know it's gonna be Jay. Cody, Sammy. So that's 3 right there.
Maybe Drew.
I don't think it's gonna be Drew.
Oh wait, well this is Survivor Series, so maybe
it could be Drew.
I keep thinking it's not Crown Jewel, it's Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Who else is a good fit with them though right now?
Randy making his comeback, but I don't know.
It's gotta be somebody that's current.
Oh, Cena might be because SmackDown's gonna be a heel team.
Yeah.
So Cena wouldn't be on it.
You never know.
I mean,
you never know.
I would love it if he was.
Okay, so it could be. So even on SmackDown, all right. So check my SmackDown thing, because both teams, the way it's looking, they're going to be put into a match to represent their brand, but they cannot coexist. So it's going to be a lot of turns.
It's always
right.
That.
So you got Jimmy, Solo, Cena, LA Knight, and KO.
There we go.
Yeah, but you got So think about this though, right? We're thinking about just one match. If it's Raw versus SmackDown, it's going to be like the bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be
still interfere.
It's going to be multiple matches throughout that night.
Yeah.
That's gonna, and then it's going to be Raw's up 2 matches, SmackDown's up 2 matches, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So you can still have Cena, LA Knight, and all of them go up against a team versus Raw.
Yeah.
Right? They got to come up with multiple matches outside of the WWE Championship and then the World Heavyweight Championship.
Because if Drew loses, then we see Seth versus Roman again, or we can see Roman versus Drew as a match at Survivor Series. Yes, those are the champions.
Roman.
They're both the champions, right? We've always seen the champions fight each other. Oh, I got a heel group.
Well, that's not going to happen
The
because
Street Profits.
that's not going to happen though. Because
Why?
is it Seth Rollins fighting Drew McIntyre
at Crown Jewel?
Oh, Crown Jewel. Damn,
I just said
about
Crown Jewel.
Oh,
Crown Jewel is 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel is 2 weeks before Survivor Series.
Bro, I don't know. I think we have to wait till after Crown Jewel and then we'll get more info.
Because it almost looks like they're either gonna have to do a draft, pick numbers, or something like that.
I mean, like I said, we're just assuming that it's gonna be Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be makeshift teams.
It could be.
Yeah. I kind of like that. But I mean, we've seen turmoil happen between Raw versus SmackDown before when Braun Strowman choked Triple H. He still won it. But you know what I'm saying? We've seen teams turn on each other. We've seen
the best one was
then
Triple
H turned on Shane.
Yeah. Yep.
Big Show turned on Team Raw that one
Mm-hmm.
time, and then they got to get back the following night
when he was with the Authority.
Yep.
Yep. I remember that. So.
Okay. So, speaking of,
But KO's not getting another title match.
Yeah, we'll see.
I know. I just want to spice up.
so let's go with this. When do you think that Damian Priest is going to cash in Money in the Bank?
He's not.
Or attempt to cash in?
He won't.
Okay, so we've already had.
I want to say Crown Jewel.
I think so far right now we've already had about maybe 2 or 3 unsuccessful attempts where he's thought about it, but they kind of backed. One was when Rhea backed him away and took the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
There was another one where
They hit him with the briefcase.
Finn Balor, remember he was about to cash it in, but he told Finn to hit him with the briefcase, and then he ended up getting hit.
Curse stomp. Yeah.
So we've had about
Did Finn stop him one time?
No.
Nah, he didn't stop him. He kind of interfered in it, like whenever
he was trying to give it to him, and then it went past Damian Priest and Seth hit him with the briefcase.
So
so it's been 3 attempts.
I don't think that Priest is going to hold on to the Money in the Bank for the full year. At this point, I really think that there's 1 or 2 options. Option number 1, I see him cashing in possibly Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. It depends. If Seth beats Drew McIntyre, I think he might cash it in. Honestly, no. Vice versa. If Drew wins, if Drew beats Seth,
That's
I
the
think
one.
he's going to cash it in.
That's the one.
I really do, because I think that's going to be all that Drew needs to really give him that heel push.
Because right now, Drew keeps stopping every time Priest tries to cash in.
Right.
And his whole thing with Seth is, yeah, it feels good. People sing your song. I used to have a song that people sang, but he talked about how when he won it in the Thunderdome with no fans.
Yep.
I beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes, which he did.
He did.
And WWE make you forget about that.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar got beat in 5 minutes by Drew McIntyre.
But that's the point that it makes, is that they could play on this whole thing is your biggest thing that you want to win a title, or is your biggest thing is holding and having a successful title reign? Because if it's just about winning the title, you can win the title and Priest can cash it in and take it from you just like that.
So I think it'd be that, or honestly, I think that Priest could lose the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, to Cody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because here's
you ain't see that.
Yeah, because here's my thought process right now, right? We've been assuming that because Jay came over to Monday Night Raw, somebody had to go over to SmackDown.
Yep.
And we've been sitting over here, we've been wondering, okay, how is Cody going to get back at Roman so that he can get into this title picture? Because Cody's a Raw, he's a Raw superstar. You know what I'm saying? So the only way that he can really fight Roman would be to win the Royal Rumble. I don't see that happening.
No.
I really think that the winner of the Royal Rumble this year is going to be LA Knight. One of my picks for the Royal Rumble.
I can see that. I got one for you though.
What?
Randy Keith Orton.
Could be.
That sets Cody versus Randy at WrestleMania. Yeah.
Cody versus Randy?
Yeah.
But that means that Randy will have to win the championship somehow.
Huh? Or Cody would have to have it.
Okay. All right. So I'm glad. Now I'm about to paint this out for y'all, right? What if KO going to SmackDown was a part of Cody's plan? He has Jay on Raw to have his back. He has KO on SmackDown to have his back. So he gets because we still got a week, right?
Yeah.
He could challenge Damian Priest for the Money in the Bank, right? That's his prized possession. He already got tag team titles. I don't want to challenge you for the tag team titles. I want to challenge you for that Money in the Bank.
How do y'all feel about them winning the titles and losing them that quick?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it. I want a real tag team to hold it.
Yeah.
That's just me personally, right? So, Damian Priest accepts it, right? Cody wins that. What do we get at Survivor Series, possibly? Roman versus Seth. Bragging rights, right? Cody has Money in the Bank. They're fighting. He comes out. They both look, because they both are holding the titles. Who's he going to cash it in? Seth had beef with him. Roman had beef with him. KO comes in, knocks out Roman, Jay, and all of them. He takes the title from Roman. Roman goes on his big hot shit. That's what brings The Rock in. Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. But no title.
Do you think that Cody would cash it in that way? Or do you think he would do
Hell yeah.
Do you think he would do like Big E and announce, I'm challenging you?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Uh-uh.
He's gonna use Money in the Bank for the purpose of Money in the Bank. Cash in.
That's a fucking fantastic scenario that I would freaking love to have. Because at this point, I don't care how it happens, Roman needs to drop the damn title.
Yeah. He's made history.
Yeah, like it's already done and over.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, Roman gonna hold that thing till we 40.
Oh, shit.
I would not be watching that show.
Hell no. That's 5 more years for me, Bo.
I mean, think about it. We finally had an appearance from Roman since fucking SummerSlam.
Yeah.
What was it, 2 weeks ago? Was his first show since SummerSlam. Yeah. There's been 3 pay-per-views since then that he was not even a part of.
Yeah. He's at 1150 probably now. Something like 1136.
Yeah, but he's in a weird limbo place because he's like deadlocked in that 5th position. Yeah. Because in order for him to get that 4th position, he needs another almost 200 days.
He has to hold that jump all the way past WrestleMania.
And that's what I'm saying. So he's going to need, in order for him to take number 4, I think he has to be at like 1,200, almost 1,300.
It's like
days.
1246 or
Exactly.
something like that.
It's something
That's
like that.
too long.
Yes, he did what he needed to do. He's
Yeah.
in the top 5.
He's GOAT.
Nobody's touching.
Even John Cena says he has the most historical modern day title reign. That's good.
Well, you got to think about
Leave
it.
Bob Backlund and Pedro Morales in the history book. Nobody's gonna touch him. Leave Hulk Hogan, race his ass there. I said it.
Speaking of,
I
when
agree
Sting
with
was
you.
made his announcement, he brought up all the people he faced, and he brought up Hulk Hogan, and the crowd started booing him. And he said, "I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about him, but he still was one of the biggest parts of my career."
I don't downplay Hulk Hogan's career.
No,
Right?
absolutely
His
not.
career, of course, is freaking Hulk Hogan. You can't take anything away from him. NWO
still my favorite group ever.
Even though he's a racist asshole,
Right.
What can you do? I mean, like at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Is.
Like, why are we harping on somebody that's not even relevant?
But we're harping on it because WWE, when they want to get somebody out the history books, they do
Yeah,
it.
that's
They
very
do
true.
it. They do
Because
it.
they got CM Punk's ass out of there.
They got AJ Lee out of there with Nikki Bella.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. But you got to think about this. In order to erase Hulk Hogan from the history books, you're damn near giving somebody an unrealistic time frame with the championship.
But this is the thing. It doesn't really erase him out of the history books. It just drops him down a pedestal.
Yeah, but in the top 10, Hulk Hogan owns 3 different slots for title reigns.
Yeah.
In the top 10 of longest reigning championship. You're not going to erase that.
No.
3 different slots.
And
You're not
he
gonna
holds
erase that.
Oh, it might be 4 because with WCW promotion.
Hey man, you can't erase OJ's Heisman.
No, you can't.
You can't erase Reggie Bush's. I'm not comparing Reggie Bush to OJ and
No,
Hogan.
First of all, we're not going to do that because I'm definitely not comparing them. All I'm saying is that you can't take it away. All right?
You can't.
You can't take it away. Reggie Bush walked in their office and he dropped that Heisman trophy on the table and chucked the deuces up at them and gave him a finger, and I'm proud of him for it.
Yeah.
Get that man back his Heisman. He deserved it. Fuck that. Everybody got NIL deals now.
Yep.
So
should we give Hogan back his title reigns?
no.
I'm just saying.
But think about this, okay? All the dumb shit that Hogan has done, they still continue
to bring
this man out and give him spotlight time after time after time after time.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just goes to show that WWE doesn't give a fuck about who it is.
They don't.
They pick and choose whenever.
Only reason they haven't passed Flair's record is because of Cena.
Yeah, Cena would have broke that record a long time ago. But the fact that he said no, he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's why they gave it to Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of retirement, John Cena said he's done, or pretty much done. After this run, he's pretty much gonna be done.
Yeah.
I agree.
But we've had so much history, right?
He might be like the Rock in this Papa Baby.
Roman has already solidified himself as a Hall of Famer.
He been
okay.
His title reign.
So
Roman's gonna be a 2-time Hall of Famer.
He doesn't need multiple title reigns. He has that one longest modern day title reign.
You know what's so crazy though? I think Roman, honestly, this is dead ass. I think Roman could be the first person to get inducted into the Hall of Fame in 3 different categories.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, actually, it might be two categories.
Shield.
Because the Shield is one of the best factions that they've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
To me, all 3 of them were Hall of Fame worthy.
I'm about to say Bloodline because the Usos are Hall of Famers.
Bloodline, to me, in itself, they deserve a Hall of Fame section just for the Bloodline.
Yeah.
You got the Usos, you got Roman, then you got the Hall of Fame manager and Paul Heyman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you got Solo, who just started his career.
Will end up being.
Ain't no telling where he's going to be in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at that, yeah, I mean, like I can see him getting 3 different rings.
Yeah.
You know, longest reigning WWE champion of all time, or the modern day era.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's time. It's time for him to go ahead and drop the title.
Well, speaking of dropping the title,
And hold on, before you go to that, because I know we gotta move on. I'm just saying, like, at this point, him losing the championships at WrestleMania is too predictable.
It is.
It's too damn predictable.
It is.
I think that he has to lose it in one of those jaw-dropping, like.
you think
I didn't see it coming.
You think it's gonna be at a Big Four? So the only one before WrestleMania is Royal Rumble.
No, Survivor Series is part of that.
No, I'm talking about the one before that. Like, unless you think he's gonna drop that Survivor Series, I'm saying, do you think the last Big Four before WrestleMania is Royal Rumble? Royal Rumble?
Yeah, man. I think it has
3
to
months
be.
prior.
It has
Okay.
to be.
Check this out.
If WrestleMania is
I'm
too
gonna
cliche.
add some more spice onto my scenario.
Okay.
He loses that Survivor Series, right?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He loses championship. He enters in Royal Rumble. He gets screwed out of that again, which creates more of a tyrant for him, right? Because one thing that we appreciate about Roman Reigns' title reign is the badass that he was throughout his title reign, right? When he made his comeback, we saw a whole different persona, mic skills, a total fucking badass, right? We need to go back to that wreck everything and leave type Roman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way we get that though is if he is a solo competitor.
Yeah,
I think that
he
it's
loses
time for,
everybody.
I think it's time for the bloodline to officially break up.
Yes,
right. I think it's time for Solo and
Be
Jimmy to turn on him. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of get their get back and all the other kind of stuff.
Well, you know we getting Jay and Jimmy at WrestleMania.
yeah,
We're getting
of course.
yeah.
But in order to get that, I think that Jimmy needs to be
You don't call it
separate from the bloodline.
He got to be like, you ain't the quarterback no more. You ain't got that. Like, you don't call the shots. Come on, Solo.
I think it makes for a much better story if the bloodline is completely broken up, and then Solo got to kind of choose between his two brothers. You know what I mean? Like which side he wants to be on. And that goes into WrestleMania.
Oh, could you imagine a triple threat match?
Nah,
I don't
one.
I know it
I
got
don't
to
want to see that.
Because then we'll have Roman versus The Rock.
Yep.
If they can get The Rock on board and they can get that deal made. And
Shit, I'm still harping on WrestleMania. Somehow, maybe he comes in at freaking Royal Rumble and takes out Solo, Umaga's son.
Oh, Umaga's son.
Yeah. Then we got Zilla versus Solo, Jay versus Jimmy, Roman versus The Rock.
I think it's too late.
Oh
I
my
think
goodness.
it's too late for him to come in.
No, it's not.
As the blood, yeah.
No. I'm not even saying coming as the bloodline. He's just coming in to take everything that his father built.
Well, it's just weird because, like I said, I don't know what the status or the future of the bloodline is going to be like because we recently had Paul Heyman talking to what's her name? Ava.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to see a bloodline 2.0 with like Jimmy running in or something like that.
What about just females running it?
Then there'd be another Judgment Day with Rhea as
Yeah, because what's the name? Jay already called her the tribal chief on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got?
Final question. Speaking about Roman losing that title, he is fighting LA Knight at Crown Jewel. Thoughts?
It doesn't take anything away from LA Knight.
This is an official prediction. We just want to talk about what we like.
My thoughts is that this is perfect to move LA Knight more towards that top tier ranking of, you know what I mean, going up against Roman, going up against the Seth Rollins and stuff like that. I mean, I think, like y'all said, John Cena pushing him in that match and everything like that, and the big push that he's gotten from Cena, definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell already, like, it's done fantastic shit for like what LA Knight has got going on.
Yeah.
He's not winning. He's not beating Roman.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it just sets him up for possibly once Roman gets dethroned, you know what I mean, when they start looking for competitors, LA Knight is going to be one of those people that's part of that conversation.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, then that puts in, you know, KO, LA Knight.
Yeah.
You know, other big names that could fight for that championship, and we know that's not going
Because
to
the problem is that Roman has beat everybody that SmackDown has to offer. So LA Knight was the next option, honestly, unless you're going with freaking Grayson Waller or you're going with Austin Theory or something like that. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, there is nobody else. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's time for Roman to go ahead and drop those titles.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, do you think Cena might get involved because of the bloodline?
I mean, the bloodline's going to get involved.
So yeah. Cena's going to come.
Cena's going to be in this corner.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, he's already announced that he's going to be there.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's going to be there, we already know that Cena's going to be in his corner.
Yeah.
Cena's going to be the reason why LA Knight loses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's not going to be on purpose.
Mm-mm.
It's going to be the reason why LA Knight. I think we're going to get an LA Knight versus John Cena.
Definitely distraction. Yeah. Oh, I like that, Jay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about how do y'all feel about how quickly LA Knight got the title shot? Like, do you think it's too early? Roman literally just came back.
No, it's not that it's too early. I told you there's nobody for Roman to fight. If it was some way that they pushed KO, then we would have got Roman versus KO. This would now be what, the fifth time that they faced each other. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about outside of that, who else is besides KO finally coming over to SmackDown? Who else is there on SmackDown?
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, you know, and he's not even worried about the solo title.
And that's what I'm saying. He's not even really competing like that. Mm-hmm. So other than Bobby Lashley, who else?
There is nobody.
There is nobody. SmackDown.
It revolves around the bloodline.
SmackDown's roster is trash right now.
As far as main competitors, yeah.
Yeah. The SmackDown is stacked full of mid-card competitors.
Yep.
So they had no choice but to elevate somebody to that main title.
Yeah, because we don't have like Sheamus. Sheamus is out right now. You know, so it's like we got tag teams on SmackDown. That's it.
Tag team and mid-card.
Tag team factions and mid-card.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's close.
We would have been pissed off if KO would have got a title shot. So LA Knight getting it makes sense.
All right, let's close out with. So how do y'all? So Adam Pearce has been the GM for both shows.
Yep.
How do y'all feel about them bringing Nick Aldis in?
I love it.
It?
No, I've said this for the last 2 years now that we needed general managers back. General managers are an aspect of the show that made the show great. And the fact that we kind of had it in Adam Pearce, even though he wasn't officially a general manager, you know what I'm saying? But now that we had that back, I think that it's just going to make the shows a lot better.
Yeah, like, no shade to females, right? And, you know, they tried to play on with Sonya Deville being the GM of SmackDown, right? It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Well, she was still under Adam Pearce.
Yeah, exactly.
The last one that was good was when we got Shane versus Stephanie.
Yeah.
When Shane made his big return back, and then we had,
Mick Foley and Kurt Angle running the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They were the leads, and Shane and Kurt Angle and Mick Foley were.
But I did get tired of Shane always putting himself on the SmackDown team.
Yeah. Well, that's why that didn't work.
Yeah. But I better not see Nick Aldis suit up.
I don't think you're going to see him suit up. I mean, if you see him suit up, then that means you're going to see Adam Pearce.
I'm about to say, Adam Pearce better suit up too then.
Yeah. But I don't think we have to worry about that from those two. They're retired from in-ring competition.
Yeah, and I like Nick Aldis' persona. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that big build. Like it reminds you of Triple H when he went into that general manager type setting.
General managers would never be as good as Teddy Long, and as much as y'all gonna say something, I don't care. Still going down as one of the best GMs of all time, fucking Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of the women managers.
One of the best women general managers that they've had.
Because AJ's was
Yeah. No.
Paige was
Vicky, that voice that she had.
Excuse me.
That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't care. People gotta put some respect.
It did like
I like Regal.
I did like Regal. But the controversy that Vicky Guerrero made with Ed Big Show, and Yeah, that's
I
John
mean, that's when we
Cena.
got the John Cena versus the Big Show and Edge, and he freaking AA both of them at the same time.
Yep.
But no, I'm saying like,
Yeah.
I'm with the GMs. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that they're bringing back the brand wars.
Yeah, I like the
Raw
smoke
versus
that they
SmackDown.
created already.
Okay,
They've already started that.
I need to. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna wait until after this Survivor Series.
You know what's gonna happen though, right?
What?
I guarantee y'all next year we're going to get a bragging rights pay-per-view
Again.
Yeah. Then I do not need to see Raw vs. SmackDown and Survivor Series if we're going to get bragging rights. It's literally the same thing.
I know what you're saying. No, because then you can have NXT in there too.
It's gonna
still be bragging rights.
Hold on. It might not be bragging rights with its own PLE. It might be Survivor Series bragging rights.
I'm glad you said PLE.
I did it for you, Trey.
Thank you.
I did it for you.
You'll never get it out.
I did it for Trey.
But
you get what I'm saying? It could be Survivor Series bragging rights.
it could be Survivors.
Okay,
Either way,
that's the subtitle. I'm good with it.
Either way, it's going to be bragging rights in there somewhere. You have to, because now that you have
because if you did add NXT, then you would get Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
is Shawn Michaels on this? Yeah.
He's running NXT.
He runs NXT. He's the one that met with Jade, and he's the one that always does that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Unless I got something else.
Nope. So guys, literally the quick hits took all of 10 minutes.
Quick hits.
I just did.
For now on, every time.
But give us y'all feedback on what y'all think. Is about to happen. Crown Jewel. We will hop on probably via stream. I am.
Okay. To stream.
Crown Jewel is not this weekend, but next weekend.
This Saturday. The 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, November 4th. So either way, y'all get an update on what our picks are going to be. Hit our IG up, leave y'all picks on what y'all think is going to happen at Crown Jewel. Got a couple big matches.
Leave your quick hits.
And we got freaking a fatal 5-way at Crown Jewel for the women for the world heavyweight championship.
Maria's.
Yeah, so she could possibly lose that. But so follow us, listen, go back.
Is it the other one a triple threat match? Is it not Charlotte versus Io versus
Is Bailey in there?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I
think that's where they're going with it.
Yeah, it probably is. So, thank you for watching, tuning in. Thank you for tuning in.
Episode 90, y'all.
Yep, this is JD over the JD aka Mr. Mike Drop. I gotta get my 2 cents in because my ears is plugged.
Episode 91 coming soon.
Hey man, we 10 episodes away from 100. Hundone. Yeah. Y'all know his name.
This your boy Jay.
Come on, say James know his.
I didn't know he was done. This your boy Jay, aka Mr. Rock.
This is your boy Trey, aka Trey Way. Wednesday night Trey. You know how it goes.
Peace.